Hey guys, GeoGaming here, welcome back to another video, and today, welcome to Reddit. Actually, welcome back to Reddit, since I did Reddit 50/50 a while ago. A couple of years ago, actually. So, I'm going to be reading the r/EntitledParents Reddit. So, here we go. Excuse me. As you guys probably know from Mini-Lad, if you guys watch Mini-Lad, Reddit consists of like a lot of reading and a lot of accents and whatever I can think of. So, yeah. So this first one I have here is called Entitled Mom Thinks My Pizza Isn't American Enough. So, a little background. My dad grew up in Sicily, southern part of Italy, and my mom grew up in Naples. I was born there. We moved to America when I was young. So a few nights ago, my parents were hosting a housewarming party. It was kind of fun, meeting neighbors and stuff. My parents insisted on making all the food. I decided I would make up some pizza, margherita. I thought the pizza would be the food most people would enjoy. It is. I used my mother's recipe, so you know it was authentic. Enter EM and EK, entitled mom and entitled kid. They both looked like they weighed a collective ton. Did you make the pizza? She said pizza with such disgust, and it sounded like it was a sewer juice, and rat poop. Yes, I did. It's my mother's recipe. I thought it would be another compliment. I was getting them all night. EK doesn't like it. Oh, I'm sorry about that. Maybe try those. I motioned to a plate of arancini, whatever, which I also made. He doesn't like that. See, I can see if I can fix you up something else. EK. No! I want real pizza! Me. That is as real as it gets, chuckling to break the tension. He wants a real American pizza. Domino's or Pizza Hut. My voice cracked a lot there. Sorry. I'm sorry about that, but I don't think they're open now. It's around 1 a.m. If you had time to make that crap. I'm sorry, what? At least you could do was make some... What? Let's try that again. The least you could do was make a real pizza. Under her breath. Italians stealing us Americans' foods. Me. We put the fakest customer service smile. Gosh, I'm sorry to hear that. But there is nothing else I can do. We're wrapping the party up now. We're leaving! Was I supposed to be offended? Entitled kid proceeds to grab my Nintendo Switch. As they walk out, I chase after them and tell them to give it back. We deserve this after a sorry excuse for a pizza. I grab the Switch from EK's hands and go back inside. All I wanted was the night to be over. Excuse me. EM runs after but trips on the stairs. As she hits the ground, I hear a bunch of glass shatter. Turns out she was stealing my parents' alcohol. Expensive bottles of wine and whiskey, all gone to waste. She and EK starts running away. She screams, "Y'all bunch of..." Oh gosh. Cover your ears, kids. "Y'all a bunch of Nazis, you Italian scum!" Me. Arrivederci. Bad Bucciarati. Suddenly. Closest English equivalent. Okay. Up yours, butthole. Or up yours, a-hole. One of the two. Whichever ones I choose when I'm editing. We just closed the door. She was never invited back. She often shows up when we have guests over, but we just turn her away. Oh, oh my goodness, that was a tough one to get through. Wow. Holy crap. So I'm going to read this one. Entitled Mom thinks her family's rules apply to everyone. I've been reading this up for So here's what it reads. I've been reading this up for a while and never thought I would have something to post, but here I am. Last week I was traveling to work. It had been a long 2 days of meetings and I was exhausted. I had just arrived at the airport from my evening cross-country flight home when I got a dreaded text from the airline saying my flight was delayed by 2 hours due to mechanical problems. I decided to pass the time by getting something to eat. I found an airport restaurant and sat down to order. I ordered my food and pulled out my phone from my bag to catch up on emails, browse the web while waiting for my food to arrive. While I was waiting, a family with a mom, dad, a little girl about 5 years old, and a middle school aged looking boy that sat at a table near me. I didn't pay them much attention as I was looking as I was looking at emails on my phone, but then I hear the little girl exclaim in a rather loud voice, "Look, Mom, that lady's on her phone at the table!" Then I hear the mother reply, "Yes." Let's try that again. Then I hear the mother reply, "Yes, she shouldn't be doing that. It is rude to have a phone at the table." I glance over at the mother. I glance over and the mother says to me, "We have a rule that no phones are allowed at the table." My first reaction was to say something snarky, as exhaustion was definitely getting the better of me, but then I thought better of it and decided to be polite. I looked at the little girl and said, "We have the same rule in my family, but since I'm here alone, I'm not being rude to anyone and looking at my phone now." At this point, the son looks like he wants to crawl under the table from embarrassment, and the dad is trying to hand the mom the menu and says, "It's okay, let's just order." Excuse me. I think that would be the end of it, but no. The mom says, "Obviously you have a family, so you know how important it is to follow rules. I would appreciate it if you will put away your phone," in a tone that a parent would use in a petulant teen. The girl chimes in and says, "Yeah, you have to put your phone away. My brother can't have his phone at the table, so you can't either." I look at the little girl and say it is as sweet as tone as possible that I can muster. Let's see. "Well, the great thing about being a grown-up is that I can do whatever I want. So now I'm going to keep looking at my phone," and turn back to my email. The mother sighs loudly. What a stupid child. Anyway, the mother sighs loudly. The teen even looks more embarrassed, and the dad again tries to get the mom to just order and leave me alone. The mom calls the waiter over and asks to be reseated. He grudgingly moves them to a different table. My food arrives and I eat it in peace, enjoying browsing Reddit. Holy crap, another entitled parent. There are so many entitled parents out in this subreddit. Obviously, since it's r/entitled parents, that is ridiculous. Okay. Here's this one. Entitled mom on a flight gets what she deserves. TLDR at the bottom. Okay, I probably won't read that. Excuse me. A little backstory, I was going on vacation to Rome with my twin sister. As we college kids do, road economy and everything, it was fine for the first 30-ish minutes. My sister had fell asleep, she's a heavy sleeper, until I hear an ear-piercing screech coming from the seats in the aisle over. This is when it all started. Introducing our cast: EM, entitled Mom, me, EK, crying 8-year-old. After about 3 minutes of this very louding flight, After about 3 minutes of this very louding, a flight attendant comes over and asks EM to please ask her son to stop yelling in a polite, sincere tone. Everyone near me was visibly annoyed, but the EM says, and I quote, "It's not my problem." I was dumbfounded at that because it was clearly her child, and she didn't seem to have a husband with her, as the seat was empty. The kid stops for a while because a flight attendant gave him a pack of pretzels and a juice. My sister is awake at this point, and I told her what happened, and she was a bit mad. Her sleep was disturbed. After a few minutes, the crying started again, and the flight attendant is repeatedly asking entitled Mom to control her child. The EM keeps shrugging it off, and then finally I decide to take it in my hands. I give him my Nintendo. That's a bad decision, dude. That's a bad decision. I give him my Nintendo that I was bringing back for my little brother. That I was bringing for my little back brother. Okay? To use for the flight. It had a few games, and his face lit up at the offer. The EM just kind of grunted in approval. The kid was fine the whole flight, and I started to realize the kid was flat out bored and his mom was a bad parent. I fell asleep then when I woke up my sister and we had landed. Okay. I looked over and the kid was still happily playing. I brought the charger and there were outlets. I asked for it back, and the kid was very reluctant and asked for his mom if he could keep it. I told his mom no, that he couldn't keep it and I needed it back. She started yelling at me and I shouldn't be playing with a kid's device, and EK could use it during the trip. By now, it was just us on the plane. I kid you not, this EM grabbed her kid and sprinted out the plane and into the airport. Now me and my sister were a bit confused for a moment, and I started running at her. There was a security guard near the exit, and I told him that she stole my Nintendo, and he ran after her and stopped her. The entitled mom then claims it's actually her son's Nintendo, but I said the box and a warranty in my bag. I got it out, and security guard made her give it back and told me if I wanted to report her. Officially, I agreed. We were taken to the police station where I have a report. She got a fine, don't remember how much of. TLDR. Going on a trip to Rome with my sister and EK crying the whole flight, so I let him borrow my brother's Nintendo. So he will give it back. EM sprints. Okay, that's just a summary. I think we have time to read one more. Okay. Entitled Mom wants me arrested for assault because she tried to steal my phone that has a cracked screen. Guess disproven by nudes. Okay, this is gonna be a... Okay. This happened earlier today. So it's about as fresh as the glasses of strawberry milk that appear in our fridge every once in a while, and nobody takes responsibility for. So I was out in the grocery store questioning the amount of mini pizzas that I can get, still be able to fit them in the freezer, when I heard rolling behind me. Not a big deal until I turned around and realized my cart was gone. I saw someone pushing the cart down at the end of the aisle. I ran up to them, but unfortunately they weren't the entitled mom. From this point, her name will be Carol. I was looking around for my cart, but can't find it because Carol did pull that get out fast. But eventually, security comes up to me and asks me, Twitter, shut up, and asked me to come to the front of the store with them. I go, and there I find Carol with my cart, and her baby sitting in it. This man tried to kidnap my baby! Sir, what happened between you and Carol? I've never met her. The only thing I can think of is that while my back was turned, someone took my cart, and the drink was in the cup holder. It was still there, had my name on it and everything. Can you show your ID? I showed I showed the card. My ID matched up with my appearance and the name on the cup. Security began talking to Carol, and I got a text from my husband. Okay, he's gay. Alright. I don't have a problem with that. I have gay friends. Okay. Let's continue. Sorry, that caught me off guard. Okay. Security began talking to Carol when I got a text from my husband. It was a meme. Nothing important. Carol noticed this, and the fact that my phone screen was cracked. It wasn't a big crack, but it's around the middle. I dropped my phone on the chopsticks while I had to eat. How would you drop your phone on chopsticks? Okay. Now, Carol, that's my phone. He broke it, so I'll cut my finger when I use it. He's trying to hurt me. Arrest him for assault. I've gotten cuts from cracked screens, but they're really just paper cuts. I bleed and don't hurt as much. Legos have drawn more of my blood than cracked screens over my life. And I only replace cracked screens when I get a new phone or my husband insists on it. Cracked screens usually are not that dangerous, and mine certainly isn't. Neither was mine when I had my old phone. Ma'am, this is my phone. It's been broken for months, and maybe cut me once. Prove it! Knowing she'll say I changed the passcode, I opened my Photos app and gave it to the security guard with a quick warning about the content of some of the photos. What type of photos do you have in here? Pictures of my family and kids. Do you have anything that could be considered inappropriate? Of course not. Then why are there nudes of the OP from months ago on here? He put them on there. No, these were put onto this phone months ago. That's a lie! Carol then tries to grab the security guard by the shirt, but gets restrained. I give my card back without her baby. And she gets banned from the store. Edit, yes, I'm gay. Holy crap. I knew it. I figured he was gay all along, which I don't have a problem, like I said. So, this is a new series I've been wanting to start because I've seen Minilad do this series. Look for entitled moms because those things are like the funniest out of all, and I don't want to edit a crap ton of edits. But maybe in the next episode I'll read some more entitled parents, or maybe I'll go down to some r/ I had a stroke, r/minilad, r/anything. If you guys want me to react to any more subreddits, please let me know in the comments down below, like which subreddit you guys want me to read or look at. So I'll possibly put it in the video. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, click or tap that like button and subscribe for more. And follow me on my Instagram and Twitter. And don't forget, and when you do subscribe, don't forget to turn on those post notifications. There's no shout out this week. There hasn't really been a shout out for these past couple of weeks because I'm barely even active on this channel. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I love you guys so much. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye!